Today, we're going to talk about a mysterious and annoying disease, allergic rhinitis. At this point, some of you might think, oh, isn't it just sneezing and a runny nose? What's the big deal? This is like thinking you're going to watch a movie, but the person in front of you has such puffy hair that it blocks your view. Allergic rhinitis is just that kind of blocker. Did you know? This little goblin of allergic rhinitis has magical powers, causing havoc for thousands of people every year. Today, we're going to unveil its mystery, see what it's all about, and why so many people are helpless against it. Also, we will discuss how to outsmart this little goblin so it won't disturb our peace anymore. Let's use an analogy. Allergic rhinitis is like having a mischievous pet at home that suddenly starts causing small troubles, making your nose itchy and leading to constant sneezing. Sometimes it even has a sense of humor, making you sneeze repeatedly during important meetings or dates, leaving you feeling embarrassed. So, what exactly is allergic rhinitis? It's actually a chronic nasal inflammation caused by allergens. Simply put, your nose is overly sensitive to certain things. Once exposed to these things, your nose goes out of control, causing a commotion. Imagine your nose turning into a little alarm, starting to ring crazily as soon as it detects certain scents. Next, we will answer the following questions step by step. What are allergens? Why are you allergic to them? What are the symptoms of allergic rhinitis? Let's first take a good look at allergens. Don't be fooled by their small size. They are indeed mischief experts. First up is Mr. Pollen. Despite its beautiful appearance, its destructive capabilities are not to be underestimated. As soon as spring arrives, pollen starts to scatter through the air, as if hosting a grand pollen party. If you are fortunate enough to be a VIP at this party, your nose and eyes might suffer. Symptoms of pollen allergy usually include sneezing, runny nose, and itchy eyes. Imagine walking through a beautiful garden, accidentally inhaling pollen, and instantly becoming a sneezing king. Such a romantic scene turned into a mess. Today, we will delve into how pollen allergies work and understand why these beautiful flowers drive our noses, eyes, and immune systems crazy. Despite their small size, pollen grains can cause a big commotion in our bodies. What is pollen? First, let's understand what pollen is. Pollen is the male reproductive cell of plants used for transferring genetic information. In spring, summer, and autumn, many plants, especially trees, grasses, and weeds, release large amounts of pollen into the air for wind or insect pollination. While pollen is crucial for plant reproduction for some people's immune systems, it is an invader. Immune system reaction. When you inhale pollen particles, they adhere to the mucous membranes of your nose, eyes, and throat. So for most people, these pollen particles do not trigger any response. However, for those with allergies, the immune system mistakenly identifies these pollen particles as harmful invaders, similar to viruses or bacteria. To defend against these invaders, the immune system initiates a complex series of reactions. Here is the detailed process. Detection and alarm. When pollen particles enter your body, the immune system's scouts, dendritic cells, first detect them and relay this information to other immune cells. Dendritic cells process the pollen particles and present their antigens, unique marker molecules. Activation of immune cells. Dendritic cells present the processed antigens to T cells. Once activated, T cells secrete various signaling molecules, instructing B cells to take action. Production of IgE antibodies. B cells, upon receiving signals from T cells, begin producing large quantities of specific IgE antibodies targeting the pollen antigens. These IgE antibodies attach to immune cells called mast cells and basophils. Release of histamine and other chemicals. Upon subsequent exposure to pollen, the pollen antigens bind to the IgE antibodies, causing mast cells and basophils to rupture and release large amounts of histamine and other chemicals. These substances trigger allergy symptoms. Symptom manifestation. Histamine is the primary culprit behind allergy symptoms. When released, it causes the following reactions. Vasodilation. Histamine dilates blood vessels and increases their permeability, leading to swelling and congestion in the nasal mucosa, causing nasal congestion. Increased mucus secretion. Histamine stimulates mucus glands in the nose and throat, increasing mucus production, resulting in a runny nose. Nerve end stimulation. Histamine affects nerve endings, causing itching, leading to sneezing and itchy eyes. Overall, pollen allergy is the immune system's unnecessary defense against harmless pollen, causing a series of annoying symptoms that make pollen season particularly painful. Next up is our little friend, the dust mite. Although this tiny creature is invisible and intangible, it is a permanent resident in our homes, especially fond of settling in mattresses, pillows, and carpets. Dust mites thrive in warm and humid environments, making them our household's invisible pets. When you inhale dust mite excrement and body fragments, sounds a bit gross, doesn't it? Your immune system immediately sounds the alarm, starting an anti-mite battle, resulting in nasal congestion, a runny nose, and constant sneezing. Finally, we have pet dander. Many people love having pets, and cats and dogs are incredibly cute, but sometimes they can bring some little troubles. The proteins in pet dander, saliva, and urine can all become allergens. Imagine you're having a close interaction with your beloved pet, and suddenly your nose starts to itch, your eyes begin to water, or you can't catch your breath. It's not that your pet doesn't love you, but your immune system is overly sensitive to their unique scent. The symptoms of allergic rhinitis are not just limited to sneezing. Its variety can catch people off guard. Below are the main symptoms of allergic rhinitis. Sneezing. Patients with allergic rhinitis often sneeze continuously. Imagine you are in an important meeting and suddenly can't stop sneezing, sneezing over 10 times in a row, instantly turning the atmosphere in the meeting room awkward. This frequent sneezing is both amusing and frustrating. Runny nose. The runny nose feels like a faucet that's been turned on and can't be stopped. This is especially embarrassing in public places, as you constantly need tissues to wipe your nose. It's as if your nose is saying, "Look at how much I can run." Nasal congestion. Nasal congestion makes you feel like your nose is blocked, making it difficult to breathe. This is particularly noticeable at night when you lie down and feel like no air can get in, as if your nose is pouting with you. You can only breathe through your mouth, resulting in a throat as dry as a desert the next morning. Itchy nose. The itchiness in your nose makes you want to scratch it continuously, but no matter how much you scratch, it never feels enough. This itchiness comes from deep inside the nose, making it elusive, like a playful little cat inside your nose, scratching you incessantly. Eye symptoms. The eyes are often affected too, with itching, tearing, and swelling. It looks like you've just watched a particularly touching movie, and you can't stop the tears from flowing. Throat discomfort. Postnasal drip can cause throat discomfort, making you feel like there's always something stuck in your throat and you have to clear your throat from time to time.